Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's BTAS episode is the season finale for season two, and it's called Harvey and I, or Harley and Ivy. God, I can't talk. Um, so this episode, I will say a few things before getting into it. The ship between Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, I have always hated. Mostly because there's versions of Poison Ivy that this cannot work with. Like there's some versions where she actually has plant powers and she wants to like destroy all of humanity. The times when that version of Harley or Ivy is shipped with Harley, I'm like, that can't work because she's human. She's not part plant. So unless like Ivy wants to turn Harley into what she is, that one's doomed to fail. So also I just think they work better as friends, you know? I don't understand why people feel the need to make them romantic with each other, but that's just me. I don't know, like in this version if these two were to be romantic, I guess I would be fine with it because this version of Heart or of Ivy is just really pro plants, not like pro killing all humanity. So I guess I'd be fine in this version, but like take for example, the Harley Quinn show. That I have a huge problem with because her big thing is like, you know, having plant kind be the dominant thing. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. Uh, so it starts off Harley and Joker. They're getting pursued by Batman, and things are kind of going wrong. Joker, as usual, he's being a real prick to Harley, which you feel bad for, but at the same time, damn girl, like you could not be in love with a more toxic person. Like I really don't think there's a scenario where all the villains in Batman's rogues gallery, like she picked truly the worst one to fall in love with. Truly. So it's just like I mean, yes, I know Joker's like a master manipulator and he's taking advantage of her, but I mean, God bless. You just gotta look at Harley and be like, listen, you are very smart, you're very capable, like, you should know a little bit better. Um, but anyway, so the plan kind of goes awry. They do escape Batman, but they weren't able to get the diamond that they wanted. And Harley was like, oh, well, it was kind of funny when you pointed the gun at him and it was like a fake gun. And Joker, that he just kind of gets set off the edge because he's like, "Oh, you think you can tell me what's funny, me of all people?" And he's like, "Well, what have you done that has been so great?" She's like, "Well, I helped get us away because she Batman he like got the back of their fender with like a grappling hook, and then she like pressed a button to make half the car disappear. So, well, I mean, like here's the car, like front half, back half. Let's go with the back half. The way they could get away with the front half. So Joker, he's pretty pissed at her, so he throws her out, and then she's just like, "Well, gosh, I'm gonna show you." And she's like, "Oh, I miss him already." I'm like, Harley, he's physically and mentally abusive to you. Like, I mean, he does so little good to you. It's just, I don't know. It's painful to watch, honestly. So she makes a note of like, oh, that I'm gonna make a name for myself. So she goes and steals a diamond, and during the robbery, an alarm goes off. So she's like, screw it. So she breaks the case, and she's making her way out. And it turns out at the same time, Poison Ivy was also committing a crime. She was stealing some plant toxins that were being made in the museum laboratory, which I'm like, I'm not saying that's not a thing, but I find it weird that museums have their own laboratory. Not saying like it's not a thing. I'm not too big on like museum knowledge. Maybe they do have a lab, but I don't know the fact that you'd have like this priceless diamond with a museum that is experimenting on like plant toxins. I don't know. It just felt off. But it's Gotham City, so who knows? A lot of kooky stuff go on there. So her and Harley and Ivy they escape, and they both agree that, oh, we make such a great team, let's team up. And this part really kind of gets me. Like, Ivy's kind of whole thing is pretty much, yeah, we're women, we're so much better than men, we're gonna show them what for. And it's like, Joker doesn't care that you're women, Batman doesn't care that you're women, Renee Montoya doesn't care that you're women. They just care that you're criminals and that you're capable. Like, and Harley, she keeps making these like references to it. It just kind of almost comes off as misandry, honestly. So, like, the only time that they like get I guess questioned for being women is when they like go to rob this men's adventure club, and they get there, and one of the guys is like, what's a woman doing here?" Which is a valid question because it's a men's adventure club. So Ivy, she sets some leaves down, and they turn out to be like these grabbing vines. So it grabs everybody, and they just like rob them blind. And I'm like, Ivy, I don't think they were like sexist. I think they just wanted to chill with bros. Like, I don't really get the, I don't know, like that kind of plot point. It just felt so useless because we've seen in the show several times, female good guys and female bad guys are very, very capable. We had the Red Claw, we got Catwoman, we got Talia al Ghul, we got Barbara Gordon, like Renee Montoya. Like, we've seen these women do these incredible things, and I'm kind of drawing a blank to when like a man is calling them into question for being females. And it's just like, I don't know the point they were trying to drive home with that. It genuinely just comes off as Poison Ivy hating men to hate men. I don't know. So they're getting along just fine. They're got a crime wave going, and Batman, he runs into like a sample of the soil from their like getaway car and deduce that they're probably hide out at like a toxic dump. So he goes to investigate it. Well, at the same time, Harley, she's really missing the Joker. And at this time, Joker, everything at his like shack is a shit show. Like, the hyenas haven't been fed, the whole place is a mess. He can't find his socks, and he's like, "Guys, where the hell's Harley?" And the guys are like, "Well, you kicked her out, boss." And he's like, "I kick her out every fucking week. Why doesn't she come back yet?" And they let her know that she's up in arms with Harley now. And he's like, "All right, can't have this." So Harley, she misses Joker, and she calls him. And the second Joker he recognizes her voice, he starts tracing it. So he traces it to her location. So now both Batman and Joker are on their way. Batman gets there first, but the women trap him with like, I guess just another plant bomb with like lots of vines and whatnot. And it's so annoying because once again you have a villain who is, you got Batman, he's unconscious, just literally done. But no, they then strap him to a table, and then with chains they like chain him also with like a blender and a vacuum and an ironing board. And she's like, "Haha, we're going to kill you with the tools of our oppressors." And I'm like, Harley, you've been cooking and cleaning with Ivy the whole time in your house, like living together. Like, I just, I don't know what she was going to send the message of, because like Batman not once ever commented of them being women. He literally says, because she's like, "Oh, this is probably one of my favorite lines." She's like, "Oh, I bet you didn't think two women could take you down." And he responds back with, "Man and or woman, a sick mind is capable of anything." I'm like, damn, Batman, that is a bar right there. So it's just like, Batman, he does not care what gender you are. He doesn't. He does not care at all. I mean, so I don't know. It just felt so forced. Like, if you had an episode where Batman was like questioning them, or like if you had like Joker, he's like, oh, I have no place for a woman in my in my gang. Like there was just none of that. So like once again, it just comes off as Ivy just hating men. So anyway, they dump him into a toxic lake, but I mean he's Batman, so he gets out of that lickety split. Where at the same time, Harley and Ivy, they go back to their house, and Joker and his men are there. And Joker's like, "Yeah, I'm here to take what's mine." So he like starts taking all their possessions, and he goes to give Ivy his like toxic flower, but it's poison ivy. She's immune to like all toxins and whatnot. So her and Ivy escape when Joker, he's being pursued by Batman, and then he like fires his gun into like something, maybe like a gunpowder barrel or something. Anyway, long story short, the whole place is on fucking fire now because Joker fired at the exact wrong thing. Um, I don't know what happened to Joker's thugs. As far as I know, they're dead to rights. But Batman, he does save Joker, and there's something about seeing him put an unconscious Joker body in the Batmobile that I always get a chuckle out of. So Batman and Joker, they escape, and then Harley or Ivy once again yells, "No man can arrest us!" And then Renee Montoya shoots their tire out and like points a gun at him and arrests them. I'm like, you kind of set yourself up for that one, Ivy. I mean, you literally said no man can't, and then a woman just did. I mean, it's just like that one scene from Lord of the Rings. No man can hurt me. I am not a man. I'm a woman or whatever. But yeah, so then the three of them are arrested, and then back at the asylum, Joker's like, next time I won't allow any women in my gang. And then Ivy, or no, Harley, she goes, oh, Red, I think we've got a shot to work it out. And then she throws dirt in her face, and then that's the end of the episode. And I'm like, I don't know why the Joker felt the need to say no women. He literally could have just said no Harley, because he didn't make a big deal about Harley being a woman beforehand, but now it is because I don't know. It's just I feel like they were trying to do something, but it just came out so empty. Like if they would have just stopped with the man versus woman thing and just had like it be a story of Harley and Ivy teaming up and being like such a good having such good chemistry, that would have been fun. Like, oh hey, you work better under people that get along with you more so than people who mistreat you. I feel like that would have been a better message. And then you could have had like Harley teaming up with Ivy more so and being a more formidable threat to Batman. But I don't know. Like I don't know. Like the Harley being so infatuated with the Joker, it gets old so fast, honestly, because of the shit that he does to her. It really is hard to sympathize with her after a certain point. I mean, you do feel bad, but it's like, goddamn, girl, please grow a spine. Like, love anybody else but the Joker. My word. So yeah, sorry, I've been rambling a lot this episode. I'm not really saying much of anything. I'm just rating wise, I don't know. I feel like this episode had so much more potential, and it just kind of feels like a little left out. I get like yearning for more. Like, don't get me wrong, the chemistry between Ivy and Harley worked really, really well in this episode, but just the other stuff just drags it down so much. I will say also, animation wise, I don't think the Joker has ever looked better. His facial expressions, especially when he's confronting Ivy and Harley, oh my god, it looks so good. I don't know what it was, but I that really popped for me. But yeah, rating wise, I think I'll just rate it a 3 out of 7. Like, it's not terrible, but there was so much more that it could have been, and it just wasn't. So I don't know. That's just me, just yammering.